Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and today I am back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's card reading, let me express and extend my heartfelt gratitude for your help, support, love, appreciation, encouragement, and obviously your valuable donations and contributions. May God bless you with whatever it is that you wish for or may need for your highest good in divine right timing. That's all I wanted to say, and I hope and pray that my blessings are going to touch your hearts and your spirits. Thank you so much once again. Today's reading is another example of divine justice, beauty, God's grace, and miracles happening for divine connections. Okay, so I'll just start with the messages right away without wasting much time for all of you. I'm seeing reunion happening for a lot of you in the very near future. If not in the very near future, it has actually taken up some great momentum and things are pacing up for you to receive divine justice and judgment in your favor, because somewhere your counterpart has realized that if they do not come forward with a clean slate and start a fresh new beginning with you, they will or are going to definitely experience some really tragic incidents, situations, or just karma in general in their life. They have received this clarity, and that's why you have gained momentum towards your reunion in your connection. How this all happened, we cannot say, but something changed, and I feel like, as we were talking about in the previous reading, that a shift is needed for anything to happen in this connection. It looks like a shift has occurred here, and right now you and your counterpart are operating from the same level of energy, which is of empowerment. I'll tell you what exactly is going on, because there's still things which need to be let go of before you can have your reunion, but they are not as huge of obstacles as they were in the past. Okay, so the shift has occurred already, and right now both of you are vibrating with the same level of energy, and you are quite at the same frequency, vibrating at quite the same frequency with each other. And the best thing about the situation, what I'm seeing here, is that you two are coming into alignment for each other and for this reunion. Okay, ignore any and all background noises, I cannot help that. Concentrate and focus on my voice and what it is that I'm saying. Okay, so that's what I see happening, and I'm seeing number 1001 and number 81 with that. Your dreams, desires, and goals are coming to fruition in the most perfect way, in perfect divine right timing, and that's what what's the name of the cards? Yes, Angel Answers by Radley Valentine. The same exact message is coming from those cards as well. Everything is happening in perfect divine right timing, and your goals, dreams, and desires are coming in perfect order, in perfect timing. Okay, I'll explain. Please stick with me actually. Stick with me till the end. I'll explain everything what's going on here and what's to come next. And if you have found out recently that someone from your counterpart's family is forcing them to have an arranged marriage, or someone in your family is forcing you to have an arranged marriage, especially your mother or their mother. Let me tell you something, it's not going to work out. It's going to crash down horribly. It's going to have a very unfortunate ending, is what I'm saying. But it's going to happen so that you two can come into reunion with each other, because that's what is going to serve the highest good of everyone involved, not the arranged marriage. Arranged marriage is something which is more often based and focused upon compromise and just following with the set standards of the society. It's very rare and very seldom that there is true love. I'm not saying that all the arranged marriages are just based on compromise and people are just living with each other suffocatingly. That's not what I'm saying, not at all, and that's not at all what I mean. But two people who are twins or fated soulmates, they can never be happy if they are forced into arranged marriage, because their heart and their soul resides somewhere else with someone else. That's the point I'm trying to make here. So do not hate me on that, and do not come up with the my parents and my relatives and that uncle of mine got an arranged marriage and they are living happily ever after. Yes, that's a possibility, because not everyone is here to experience intense connections such as twin flame or soulmate connection. They may have just had an agreement with that soul they had that arranged marriage with, and they are learning their lessons. You do not know what happens behind the scenes and behind the veils. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so worry not, because if you do not want to settle with someone arranged, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's the good news. If you've been waiting for that, that's the good news I'm giving to you right now. And if it's their mother who's forcing them to have a conventional, traditional arranged marriage with someone of her choice, it's not going to work at all. I'm telling you that at all. Your counterpart is going to just say a complete no, or just disregard anything that's going to bind them with someone they do not love or doesn't want to be together. And that same thing applies with you. You may feel like that you should get settled down with someone else because nothing is working out in this connection, but I'm saying that it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yes, of course, this is a general reading and not everything is going to resonate with each and every one of you 100%. You are responsible for the choices and decisions you make at the end of the day for your life, and you will be responsible for what it is that you are going to do in the future or very near future for yourself. So always keep that in mind. I am just saying what I'm saying. It's not going to work. It will not happen. Arranged marriage thing will not happen. Your counterpart or you will never be able to settle down with someone else if there is no love, or if you are thinking of settling down because you think like it's better to give up on this connection and just settle down and just forget about love and things like that. I'm sorry to tell you, universe is not going to let that happen. Even if right now you think that there is no hope left for this connection, even if you think that there is no possibility of love in your life, even if someone has told you that you cannot have a love marriage because your chart says that, or your kundali says so, I'm sorry to tell you, the divine plan is going to come into action, and what universe decides for you is going to happen. You will not end up in a loveless marriage, is what I'm saying here. That's all. Okay, or even if things proceed a little further in that arranged marriage setting, one way or the other, some sort of deception or deceit is going to get exposed, done by someone coming from their family, or something might just blow out of proportion, and you may just find out that the family of the other person is not good, or they may just ask for a huge sum of money, or it's just that you will find out that they are not the great kind of people you should get involved with. Leave getting involved, you wouldn't even want to go near them, something like that. It's going to be that drastic and what it is to say, surprising to find out. It's not going to happen, I'm telling you that straight away. Arranged marriage thing is not going to happen. So with that being said, if their mother is against love marriage, or your mother is against love marriage, or your families are, the thing is that you two are going to come back together, because that is what universe is going to decide, and that's what's going to happen because you two are just meant to be together, is what I'm going to say to you. There is nothing in this world that can replace this love you two share with each other, even though right now things seem completely impossible to you. Okay? Because your counterpart sooner or later, or are already have found, or they may have just already received this epiphany that if they do not make things right with you, it's just going to be something that they'll regret for the rest of their life, and the karma that's going to come back in their life is just going to be uncontrollable, and they wouldn't be able to handle what's going to come next after that if they do not make the changes. I'm sorry for that. If they do not make the changes they're supposed to be making. Okay? Yeah. Yes, right now you are confused. You are indecisive as to what you should be doing, and that's why I said, even if you think that you can settle down with someone in an arranged marriage setting, it's not going to work. So right now whatever is happening is happening because there are fears within both of you, or there are things that need to be healed, which is happening right now. You may not understand, but both of you are healing, and it's happening at a pace you do not recognize or understand, but both of you are moving away from dark and dense waters and are moving towards more calmer state and more clarity. You get my point? The shift hasn't occurred because somewhere, or will occur in the very near future, because you will receive the clarity first, and then as a result and as a ripple effect, your counterpart is just going to figure things out, and they are going to make a decision to choose love over anything or everything else. You get my point? So one way or the other, your dreams, your desires, and your ambitions are going to come true. You will have your wishes fulfilled, and if there are people who are just showing no sympathy and are acting out of apathy, that's going to end as well. But it will happen when they'll see you doing you, minding your own business, building your own empire, starting your own profession, or just glowing with beauty, being in your power, having abundance, prosperity, and money. This does not mean that it will only happen when they'll see you with a large sum of money. That's not what I mean. What I mean by that is your independence, your empowerment, okay, your growth, and your example is going to change situations, because you are supposed to lead people by example, by being a positive example. So when you will break free from these obstacles, restraints and constraints, yes, put by society or your own parents, you will inspire, motivate and guide a lot of people out there by your example without even having to say anything to them in person, is what I'm saying here. Okay, it will happen when you will choose yourself and you will not settle with anything less than what you and your soul deserves. And because you guys are true soul counterparts, you are just perfect match for each other, and there's no one else that can replace that love or that place your twin, your soulmate or anyone your twin or soulmate has in your life. No one can replace that. No one can love you the way your twin and or soulmate loves you. You getting my point? So yes, that's exactly what I said. Even if you think that there is no hope left for this connection and it's just stranded in the it's just stranded and it has just failed the test of time, that's not the truth. That's an incomplete truth. Yes, this connection suffered because of other people's interference, because of third party drama, conflict, conspiracy, planning or plotting. Yes, it suffered, and that's why you're scared, because you think that there are going to be people, there's always going to be people standing against you on this connection. That's what you are expecting, right? Or that's what you think. But universe is saying yes, that's going to happen, or if not happen, yes, there are going to be people who will stand up against you. Okay, it's just life. Okay, there's always going to be people who do not wish good for you and they will always stand up against you, but that doesn't mean universe is going to allow them to stop your blessings. They may do whatever they wish to do or want to do, but that doesn't mean that your blessings are going to get snatched away from you, or just, God is not going to flinch back from giving you what it is that's meant for you. Yes, obviously it's going to happen in divine right timing, and for that reason you would have to wait, because I'm just saying that because that's what the card says from Angel Answers deck. Yes, I'll tell you what the cards are saying. They're saying look for a sign. It doesn't matter who says what and what your fearful mind is telling you to do or act upon, but make sure that you're looking for a sign or paying attention to the signs and synchronicities you're receiving, because they are being presented to you and are given to you for a reason. Let go of this situation, let go of your fears, let go, even if you think that you cannot make a decision, let go of the need to make a decision right now, because right now is not the right time to make a conclusive decision about your life, especially if that means settling down with someone else, because you are fearful and apprehensive about what might come next in this connection. It's just fear and nothing else, is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing number 171 right now. I saw actually number 171 and then it flipped down to number 172. Okay, so you are going to receive a confirmation sign as a good news after you hear this reading, and universe is going to provide you with that. That's why universe is saying look for a sign. And I'm loving this reading because it's so interconnected with each other, and the signs and synchronicities I've been receiving. Actually, I refrained from posting a channeling because I thought it's not that important, or it's not that detailed to put it into words and present it to all of you. I just thought I'll do it later when I'll receive more confirmations, but everything is coming up here with this reading. It's all interconnected, and it's all so beautiful and so miraculous to see how universe can guide, support, and present you with answers and solutions in the most perfect way. This is a true divine love connection, and nothing can break it, or destroy it. It cannot get dissolved just because two people are fearful of what might happen next in the future. One is acting out of their ego, pride, and arrogance. Yes, that's the case. Still, your counterpart has their ego issue, and that's why they are moving very, very slow. That's why they are defensive. That's why they do not provide you with answers, clarity, or any information. That's why they are just being still, and they are just they do not want to feel like a lamb in front of a lioness, especially when they'll come back around in front of you. They do not want to feel that way. That's the reason they are not, or I would say they are moving slow and not coming up fast. But what I said and stated already is that you have jumped from one timeline to another, and things have just taken momentum here. Things are pacing up. So I'm not saying that it's because they are acting out of their ego, pride, and arrogance, and they are taking things slow, and they are protecting their own pride from you. Your union is going to get delayed. That's not what I'm saying. It will happen in the perfect divine right timing. They cannot delay anything. Not you or your counterpart can delay the timing set by universe. It will happen when it's meant to happen, when it's written. Okay? I'm just saying that something is just going to happen abruptly, and they may just come back, and things are just going to move forward from that point onwards. From that time onwards or point onwards, depends on you how you'd like to take it. Okay? And yes, I'd like to explain how this thing is happening. It's because you chose to walk away. As I said, some of you might have done that. You chose to walk away. You decided to shift your energy, and that's how your counterpart was able to shift their energy from being, I'm not getting the word right now. Would you call a person who is I'm not getting it. Okay, let's leave that. Whatever energy they were in, which was not serving the highest good, now they have shifted from that energy. But yes, still the pride is the issue. Not as big as it was before, but it still is the issue, and that's why they are defensive. They do not want to, yes, again I'll repeat, they do not want to feel like a lamb in front of a lioness. That's the thing. That's why they are defensive. That's why they are not opening up. That's why they are not letting you know how they exactly feel, and that's why they are still showing off that they are not interested, but they love you, and there is this divine connection. It's just that right now you both are operating from a detached state for each other. Let me repeat, for each other or from each other. You're detached from each other, but at the same time you are detached for each other. Okay? If their issue is not their own pride, ego, and arrogance, I feel like there is someone else in their life, possibly from their family, who is misguiding them somewhere, or is just acting extremely dominating or authoritative, and that's what they are dealing with right now, and that's why they are moving at a slow pace. if that's not the issue, if their own ego is not the issue, then this thing is the issue. This can be anyone. This can be their own friend who acts overprotective over them. Okay, it can be their boss or someone they work for or work with who wants to have them all for themselves, and they do not want this person to settle down with you but with someone of their choice so that they can save their business or something like that. It depends on your personal situations, but what I'm seeing is that there can be two situations. One in which your counterpart is operating out of their ego, and they are just holding themselves back because they do not want to feel like a coward or a failure in front of you, because you are looking like, or projecting that energy of being a warrior and a winner, someone who holds a huge respect and honor for their own selves. So they may just be faking it, they may not have it, and that's why they are a little bit defensive. But if that's not the case, I see someone else who is giving them a tough time, and that's what they're dealing with. But in both the situations, it's just going to end. It's just going to end. Right now your counterpart is just dealing with their own issues, and you are dealing with your own issues, and both the issues are derived from fear, insecurities, and subconscious set standards, beliefs, thinkings, patterns whatsoever. That's what you are dealing with right now. So just be patient, because there are things hidden from both of you, and you may not understand why things are happening the way they are happening. It's because things are coming up on the surface for you to deal with, and you are healing at the perfect pace. The moment you dropped the burden was the exact moment your counterpart received the strength, the clarity, and the energy to drop their own burdens. And this happens in unexplainable ways. You cannot see this happening. Okay, you cannot see it happening, that the moment you decided to drop a towel, the same exact moment your counterpart dropped a towel or a cloth or a cup or a grocery. No, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about the energetic shifts that take place. You get my point? So yes, this confusion is there for a reason. Here you are confused as to what you should do next in your life, whether you should wait for this person or not, or you should get settled down with someone else, because they are going to come back one way or the other. And yes, let me tell you this again. See, we are already 27 minutes in. Your counterpart is going to come back with an offer, but they are not going to give you marriage proposal or commitment right away. They may try to start things on a sexual casual level with you at first. They are going to try to get intimate with you, or they are going to try to get into your pants. Sorry for saying it out loud, straightforward, but that's what I'm saying, and that's why I said it. They're not going to, again I'll repeat, they are not going to give you any offer for marriage, commitment, or engagement right away. They are going to again be little indecisive about that, but not in a way where they'll come back only to use you. They'd like to start things casually with you, and possibly it's their way or their love language to start things in a more flirtatious way, where they are trying to crack jokes with double meaning and just get little intimate and sexual with you before they get little emotional and vulnerable with you and express their innermost deep emotions. And I'll tell you, they'll try to show off something when they'll come back. So be on the lookout for that and watch out for that. It's completely dependent on you how you're going to deal with them, because this is something I cannot give you much clarity about. It completely depends on you how you're going to deal with them. If you do not like that behavior, you can say that to them, and you can say that they cannot behave that way with you. But I'm just saying in what kind of energy they are going to come back. They are not going to start things with you straight away. If you think that they are just going to come back and talk about marriage, settling down, giving you commitment, and get moving in together, or living start a live-in relationship or something like that. I don't see that happening. That's why I'm saying they are just going to start casually, flirtatiously with you. They may ask you out. They may try to get little intimate with you at first, so that they can build that chemistry, and after that they will, yes, after some back and forth, they will give you the commitment. They will ask your hand for marriage, and yes, you two will get married after that. So that's what's going to happen. I just told you right away, as it is being shown here, with no sugarcoating at all. Okay, so just hang in there, hold on to your strength, and wait, if you can. Obviously, if you can, depends on you. Ultimately, it's your decision if you want to wait or not. But as I said, look for a sign. So sign is wait for divine timing, wait for more clarity, wait for just wait before you make a conclusive decision about your life, and do not make hasty decisions. That's a sign as well, and that's the clarity and the guidance universe would want to present you with right now. So I just told you everything about what's going to come next, and what you should be careful about, and what you can expect in the next coming. Yes, about the timing, I cannot say that it's going to happen in one time frame for all of you. I'll say for some it's going to happen in the very near future. For some it's going to take a few weeks from now on, or from the day you hear this reading. For some it's going to take a few months, and for some it might take a year or so. Okay, so, and yes, a year or so means it can happen within a year or after a year, depends on that. I cannot give you any specific fixed time frame for this, but what I'm saying is that this is what future holds for twins and soulmates. You cannot end up settling with someone you do not love just because you feel like you should give up on this connection, or because you think that God has given up on you and you should give up on your dreams and desires and ambitions. It's not going to work that way. Yes, of course, you'd have to choose yourself. Yes, of course, you'd have to work on yourself. Yes, of course, you'd have to prioritize your dreams and work towards achieving them. And that's when things are going to change. So yes, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed listening to me, and I hope this brought some sense to you. Right now I'm seeing number 299, and before that I was seeing number 277. So if these numbers been trying to catch your attention, kindly check their meaning on Google or whatever app you use. Depends on you. I'm signing off now, and I'll take leave. I'll be back very soon. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more such content. And with that being said, if you'd like to, please feel free to follow through with the link given in the description box below if you'd like to support or contribute. Okay, that's all for now. I'll be back. Bye bye for now.